Hey there, welcome back guys. This video comes highly suggested and recommended by user Mesdur. Thanks again for the suggestion on this video. And again, if you guys ever have any questions or comments about any of the current DJI devices on this channel, feel free to reach out and leave it in the comments and suggestions down below, because you're not only helping yourself, you're helping many others too. All right, without any further ado, let's get started. All right, so you're going to have your, as you can see, we have the DJI remote control. Let's see, I just want to check something really quick. If I go into my camera connection guide, camera view, here, about, that's the firmware 1.1, the app version, and then the RC version is 1.0.3. I don't believe that the firmware will change on this. They keep that locked in. And so what we're going to do is, you see, you're at this screen. If you don't remember how to get to this screen, connection guide, you're on your camera, right? You see your, whatever it is that your drone see. My drone is off, so the camera view is off, but you see you have your maps, your distance, height, altitude, etc. On the top left-hand corner, click that arrow, and that brings you to this screen. You could be in any screen, but for me it works well, so it's not a black screen and you guys think something's wrong, okay? On the right-hand side, see where it says Academy? You're going to swipe down, see? And then a menu appears. Swipe down, okay? And then the little hexagon-shaped thingy, you're going to select it. And now, see here, we're in this menu, Settings. You're going to click, on System, scroll up a little bit, see where it says System, Time, Reset. Press it, and then we're going to go to the bottom. See down there, Reset Options, Network, Apps, or Device can be reset. So we're going to press it. Erase all data, factory reset. Okay, and this is what's going to happen. Everything's going to be erased. So if you have any screenshots on there, or things set, whatever you have saved on here, it's going to erase. But I'm going to click Erase All. Okay. Now it's going to say, do you really want to do it? Do you really want to? Make sure, okay? And always make sure your battery's charged when you do stuff like this, because sometimes the factory, things change. You don't want to brick it at startup. All right. So I'm going to, record the next part of the video from my action camera. The Osmos Action is great for action shots, but not for longer shots. Longer shots can just be a little bit of a different experience. Let's see if it shows us. Yep. So now I'm going to click Erase All. Okay, so we're back here because remember, it's going to erase everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Erase, okay? Factory resets. Where is it? Oh, it's hard to see. Erase all data. And erase again. And everything's going to be restored. It takes about a minute to be exact. So the audio quality is going to be different right now because I'm recording on my iPhone. Again, iPhone works really well when recording close up. And it's erasing everything, as you can see. Everything should be set back to factory settings. This is for the new user experience. Maybe there are some settings by default that are just there that you just missed out in the beginning that you wanted to turn on and turn off again. This helps bring things back for that first time user experience out of the box. Hopefully you save the box so you can really have an out of the box experience. I wonder if I still have the box for this one. I probably do. It's somewhere. In the beginning, I kept the box because it comes with a lot of accessories, and then it just takes up so much space. A lot of really good accessories, like the manual, that nice plastic bag that everything's put in, the spare propellers, which can come in handy, and of course, any minute, this should hopefully put everything back. But you know what? Oh, I was going to say I'm going to scrub through this so that you guys don't have to watch this. But it looks like it's just about done. So it actually takes about, we're 1 minute and 58 seconds into this recording. So it takes about maybe 2 to 3 minutes for it to find itself. See, there you go. It's initializing resource data. I guess somewhere on there is the original out-of-the-box experience software, because it's not downloading it. And there you go. There's your splash screen. Let me see if I can get this screen recording back on. There we go. Click start now. There's that little splash screen in the beginning. Like, yeah, I just got my new drone. This is great. And then DJI Fly is on there. Not sure which version. Maybe it keeps that. All right, so these are the things you might want to turn on or off. For me, I'm going to move that out of the way. Let's see. I'll click next, because we don't need the iPhone experience. And then what you're going to do is, I click join, just for the sake of, maybe you want to join the bug program, basically. That's what it means. And then now, you're going to have to type in your email address all over again. I'm going to put in mine. All right, once you hit, make sure you have your email address typed in correctly. And now I'm going to click OK. And of course, it's going to ask for your password. Now remember, this is going to log you out of your device for your phone too. So you're going to have to re-log in. So hopefully you remember your DJI password. Because when you go to launch the app on your mobile device, it won't. It's like, hi, welcome back. We need to log in. Okay, click next. Check network. So now what I have to do is scroll down again like you did to do the factory reset. See that little Wi-Fi thingy? Hold it down, and then the new menu appears. Now, just open up a network on your telephone or wherever it is, because most Wi-Fi passwords are really long, right? Okay. Click here. Whoops. Wi-Fi settings. See that little button thing? You want to turn it on. Press it. Turn it on. And hopefully your Wi-Fi networks would appear. And hopefully, where's my phone? My phone's right in front of me. So if you're doing this on the iPhone, you're going to have to open up your network settings so that it actually shows up. And once you do that, you just click open up personal hotspot. And then now, if I hold on 1 second, I just need to activate my hotspot. See, there it is. It shows up. So activate a hotspot. The reason why I'm choosing my phone is because I just recently set it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was just for the purpose of this video. No, that's not my Wi-Fi password. All right, connect. It's connecting. Okay. And then now you should be able to bind your drones or log in. We're going to log in again. See, that's that new splash screen. And then now I'm going to type in my password. Okay, once you have your password typed in, there's that little box. You're going to have to ES-E5, remember what it is, because as you can see, you can't really see it. E-S-E, and it was 5. 5. And then click checkbox, register. Most likely, I'm just logging back into my account. Invalid email. Oh, look, I butchered it. Okay. Yeah, that is so not my email. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. Actually, if you wear glasses, make sure you put them on. protonmail.com. And then now, my password. You have to type in your password. Okay, and now login successful, and then you have this new screen in the beginning. There you go. I can click next and follow all the prompts if you want to. And then we're back to a new beginning. So everything will have to be set as if it was a first time user experience. You can go back into the connection guide. As you can see, there's the prompts again. Click OK. Camera view. A little hamburger menu thingy. Well, everything's erased with my settings, which is fine. I don't mind that. You might have to recalibrate stuff about. Firmware's still the same, so it keeps the firmware, but doesn't. Let's check to see if there's an update. Aircraft connection required for the aircraft update, but let's see if the handheld. Nope, firmware is up to date, so it kept the firmware, but deleted all the settings and left this as a first-time user experience. Anyway, on that note, I hope that this video helped you and you're better able to have a better experience with your DJI remote controller when it's put back to its factory defaults. If you have any ideas and suggestions for other videos, please leave them in the comments down below.